Hello, my name is Rachel Magnabosco. I am the fundraising manager here at Erika's Lighthouse. I want to thank you to take the time with me today to talk about our partnership with you, Key Club, and Erika's Lighthouse, and integrating mental health into the Key Club activities. So let's start with a little bit of history about us. Erika's Lighthouse is a nonprofit based in the Chicagoland area. We started in 2004 after the loss of Erika, a 14-year-old who died from her depression. It was the second suicide in the same school year. We are mission-based focused on depression awareness, stigma reduction, and empowering young people to take care of their mental health. By using a teen voice, Erika's Lighthouse is normalizing discussions around mental health by creating a common vocabulary to a topic that wasn't previously discussed as often. Erika's Lighthouse provides all of our programs entirely free and focus on bringing this message to middle and high schools. Erika's Lighthouse is an evidence-informed classroom program. So let's start talking by saying what depression is. It's a mood disorder. It's very common. It's very serious, but it is treatable. And some of our core messages is that everyone deserves good mental health and that you're not alone. There is hope. There's a bit of stigma surrounding mental health and depression. So how do we change that? We feel that by raising awareness of depression and reducing that stigma that surrounds it through depression education that is teen-centered, factual, and hopeful is the way to achieve this. So just a few more things on depression and mental health. There are specific signs and symptoms. We see physical and chemical changes in the brain, not just kids vying for attention, and it's much different than just a bad day. 15 to 20% of young people will have a major depressive episode before adulthood, with 90 to 98% of suicides as a result of a diagnosable mental illness, the vast majority of that illness being depression. Depression is very treatable, and we're learning new things every day, but 80% of those with depression do not seek treatment due to the cultural stigma and a lack of awareness and resources. So we must carry this message of hope. Many kids will not hear it otherwise. Aside from mental health professionals, you are the ones who can really make a difference with this part of it in your school building. If kids aren't hearing it from us in their schools, in their hallways, from their peers or teachers, they might not be hearing it at all. And we're now looking at the research that suggests that hope can be taught, and that greater the hope, the more resilient and the more well-being. So we explore that hope in our programs. Erika's Lighthouse continues to grow since our inception in 2004, and we've reached more and more teens each year and more communities across the United States and abroad. Here are just some of those numbers. Some of these numbers we've received as recent as July of 2022, that we've reached over 364,000 teens in that year. We are in 1,375 schools and in 46 states. So let's move on with Erika's Lighthouse and you. In this presentation, we're going to go over some of the ways that we can strengthen our partnership. We're proud to be an official partner for mental health promotion and resources to Key Club International, and we want to work with you to promote inclusive school cultures around mental health. We feel that empowered teens, when given the right resources, can truly change the world. That's why Erika's Lighthouse offers teen empowerment clubs and awareness into action activities that help teens empower one another around mental health, depression, and suicide awareness. And we'll start by going over some of our Teen Empowerment Club benefits, such as the student-powered awareness, education, and action activities, creating cultural change within our school communities, and the direct support from Erika's Lighthouse. You can start by accessing a lot of these resources very easily at erikaslighthouse.org. On that website, you'll click on the resource portal in the upper right-hand corner and then click to create an account. There you'll be prompted to fill out a form, and upon completion, you'll be able to set up your username, password, and this will give you immediate access to the videos, materials, and all activity resources that we have to offer. Within that resource, you'll also see under that portal the tab for Key Club and SAD Nation resources, and you'll see downloads for everything that you may need from our partnership campaigns to advocacy efforts to training videos in this section. Two of the fun campaigns that we would love that you participate in or that you can would be the Positivity Pledge. That takes place over the entire month of May, surrounding multiple different activities to show awareness and practice positive mental health each day. And then another would be the Give Voice campaign with a similar makeup, but over the course of Suicide Prevention Week in September. So let's dive into these a little more. First, we'll start with the Give Voice campaign. This happens at the beginning of your school year in September. It's a week-long event that surrounds practicing positive mental health and spreading awareness over Suicide Prevention Week, as well as with activities identifying trusted adults in your school and other wonderful activities. Maybe the footprint activity, which I can show you a little bit later on in this presentation, would be a good Wednesday activity for Give Voice to Awareness. So each day of the week, you would have a different Give Voice theme for that day and an activity that follows it. The Positivity Pledge is a month-long campaign, and it surrounds mental health awareness and positivity throughout the entire month of May, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Within this month, there will be 4 themed weeks following well-being, gratitude, exercise, and mindfulness. Each themed week is filled with activities and tasks for each day of the following of that week's theme. So for instance, that footprint activity would be under our week 4 theme of mindfulness. That would be one day that could be an activity for that day. Another one would be the positivity bingo that you could hand out to all of the classes to do for the entire month, maybe to fill out that bingo. So one of those activities that would probably show up in one of your weeks, or you could do these throughout the school year on your own, would be a Take a Compliment, which is part of our positivity promoters. The Take a Compliment, you can print out these pages and cut between the tabs below and place them around the school for your peers to take a compliment, promoting positivity in the school. Another would be the How Do You Feel Today? So by posting these pages around the school, peers and school staff can take moments to reflect on their mood and pick an emoji that represents their feeling at that current moment. We feel that the first step in managing how you are feeling is to identify that feeling. And what better way to do that than with emojis? So here's that Follow the Footprints one. This is another activity that shows up in both of those campaigns. It's a great activity to help let your peers know where the school mental health professional's office is. So by printing out these footprints with mental health facts, you can post them along the walls leading to that person's office. The footprints are customizable with different facts and positive messages. So you could run with it, if you will, with different creative messages or maybe a funny joke on one. Each school does it a little differently. All of our awareness into action activities are fairly customizable. So you can do whatever you feel best fits your community and your school. Bouncing off of that, we do have a lot of key clubs that have inspired and come up with different activities that end up being added to our resource portal, such as this one, which is the Beacon of Hope mural, and it was created by the Dayton STEM School Key Club. This activity is for the entire school. It's by cutting out these colored construction paper squares and having a teacher distribute them to their students. Each student can then write a hopeful, inspiring, or positive message on these squares that are then placed into the mural for the whole school to see. This was a wonderful idea, and as soon as the school started it, we ended up adding it to our portal right away. So if you end up coming up with a different wonderful idea, you could end up being on our Awareness into Actions activities site as well. So how to become more involved all year? The best way to do that, I believe, would be to become an affiliate club. There's no cost to this, and it's very simple. When you become an affiliate club, you gain more access to over 50 turnkey activities organized by easy to find categories. I'll show you what that looks like. So that would look like something like this, where you have each of those categories of advocacy efforts, mindful moments, and you can find a different activity for something that you're looking for under these activities. And these are available when you become an affiliate member. Along with those expanded awareness into action activities, you would also receive newsletters and other communications throughout the year of all continuous updates, new campaigns, new activities, or ideas that become available. And if this is something your club would be interested in, we do urge you to please email Alana at ericaslighthouse.org, and she can get you all set up. So beyond the affiliate club and the awareness into action activities, you can take it a step further by leaning into the advocacy and leadership side of it by promoting our Erika's Lighthouse classroom and family engagement programs. So under that awareness into action activities tab on the resource portal, there's a section labeled advocacy efforts with some great ways to promote our other pillars by educating and bringing awareness to the rest of the community through classroom and family engagement programs. This section can help aid you in your advocacy efforts and how to start those conversations with the right people. Another way that you can become involved and strengthen our partnership is through fundraising events to keep our programs and resources free for all teens, families, and schools. So how do you get involved and raise those funds? At Erika's Lighthouse, we are always busy building a community and planning our next opportunity to reach more people and promote good mental health. So let's have you join that movement, and here's how. So you can find all of our fundraising activities by going to the site and hovering over the menu to the right of the resource portal, those three little white lines, to get the drop down. And in that drop down, there is the Get Involved and Events portion. On that page, you'll see something like this, which lists out all of our other our fundraising activities that you can be a part of, such as a night with Erika's Lighthouse. You can host a walk. You could run a race with Team Resilience if there's a local 5K in your area, or Shine a Light is one that you can create your own event. So I'll go into some of these a little bit more. But hosting an Erika's Lighthouse event can be a great way to feel empowered and involved in the mission and the community. So we strongly encourage hosting an event to spread awareness and funds, as well as an opportunity to get your school together for a greater cause. If you become an official teen empowerment club, you get to keep 5% of those funds raised for your local activities. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, please be sure to reach out to me or Alana in order to get the process started in becoming an affiliate club. So one of the ones that I'll go over a little bit more would be the Beacon of Hope Walk and Fun Run. This is a great event that you could do either within your school, or you could engage the entire community. So this is something that it could either be a walk or it could be a race, like a run, like a 5K, really whatever works best for your community. And it's also just a great way to get everybody together, either within your school or within the entire community. There are things that we provide with you for this, but I do suggest if you were to do a Beacon of Hope Walk and Fun Run that you reach out to me at my email that I will provide at the end of this presentation, and I can help get you started. We provide you with the mission-focused activities for the students, so sharing the story, speaking to a trusted adult, building a culture that breaks stigma. We also provide easy-to-follow volunteer resources on how to engage and empower and connect with your community, as well as customized support. Now, that's from me. We have online registration page and donation system that when you want to create this, you can reach out to me and I will set up for you. You can explore that right now if you wanted to by clicking that Beacon of Hope icon when you went under the Get Involved page. And you also see things like planning documents, donation forms, and more. And then there's that personal assistance, which is from me. So you are not alone in this. We're not going to just leave you in the dark. If there is something that if I'm here to help you with this event every single step of the way, if there's something that you have questions on or how to get this started, a really good question to start is it going to be hosted on your school property or maybe at a park district within your community? That's what I'm here for, is to help guide you through the process and help with any questions that you might have. One of the things that we provide, but that you already have, is your structural event group. So you already have a committed, passionate member and committee within your own club. But we have an ideal structure that you'd follow where you'd have maybe an executive chair, a logistics chair, a recruitment chair, the fundraising chair. And we have a document that outlines the roles and responsibilities that we would suggest for each of these roles. And then we also suggest that if you are going to include the whole community, like how do you locate these other volunteers and helpers? It's all people you know, other students, friends, family members, neighbors, coworkers, your staff, utilize them, your school staff, and look within that community. This is supposed to be an event that brings everybody together at the end of the day. So I do suggest, leaning on your resources and your contacts. So this is another one. Our teen clubs have come up with amazing and interesting and customizable events and ways to fundraise, and that's where they live on Shine a Light. So you can create your own event. We understand all communities are different and may have a fun and exciting new event idea that would be better suited for you or your classmates. And that's where I can help again. I'm a resource to you and your club. Brainstorm ideas with me and I can help you see them through. Shine a Light offers the ability to fully customize and create whichever event you come up with. We've had people come up with dance-a-thons. Maybe it's just a bake sale idea, but there's multiple ideas that you can come up with that would maybe better suit your community or your school. And that's where they would live, is right here on Shine a Light. Well, I want to thank you as we wrap up this presentation. I do want to make sure that you have some of these really important contacts, one being me, Rachel. You can contact me at rachel@ericaslighthouse.org, and I'm here to help you with any of those awareness into action activities, brainstorming ideas, fundraising events, whether it be Beacon of Hope, Shine a Light. You want to join our Team Resilience team because there's a turkey trot going on in your neighborhood, and you would like to raise funds for Erika's Lighthouse. That's where I come in. And if you are looking to become that affiliate club, that official club to gain those over 50 other ideas and activities, as well as newsletters, I highly recommend reaching out to Alana at ericaslighthouse.org, and she can help set you up. It's very easy and very beneficial, I believe. So yes, if you have any other questions, please reach out to Alana or myself. And I want to thank you for your partnership with us as well as this presentation. So have a great rest of your day.